Hey everyone, I'm Lincoln Parks. Welcome to the I'm Local podcast. In a world where big corporations dominate the market, it's easy to forget about the unique and vibrant businesses that make our communities thrive. That's why I created the I'm Local podcast, a podcast dedicated to showcasing the incredible stories and contributions of local businesses just like yours. Each episode, I'll be diving into the heart and soul of a different local business. We'll hear from the passionate entrepreneurs behind the scenes as they share their personal journeys, their business philosophies, and the challenges and triumphs that make ownership so rewarding. Whether you're a longtime resident looking to rediscover the hidden gems in our own backyard, or an aspiring entrepreneur seeking inspiration and guidance, I'm Local is here to connect you with the stories that matter most. So buckle up, get ready to be inspired, and join me as we explore the fascinating world of local businesses on I'm Local. Hey guys, I want to welcome you to another episode of the I'm Local podcast. I'm so excited about this episode today because I get the opportunity to speak with Stephanie Epps from Indigo Soul Yoga Studio. It's right in Locust Grove. So exciting. Stephanie, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Awesome. So Stephanie, I am ignorant to yoga in general. You know, the practice itself. I know nothing. I look on TV. I see they're doing the different poses. The only thing I know is cat and cow. That's about it. I don't know what it does. So if you can, just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into a little bit about Indigo Soul and what you do.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I am Stephanie Epps. I have owned Indigo Soul Yoga for 7 years. We have been brick and mortar for 6 years. I actually opened the studio out of my home. Most people don't know that. I am a wife, a mother. I'm a nurse practitioner. I have been a nurse for 15 years. I've been a nurse practitioner for 10 years. I love health and wellness. Overall, holistic care, mind, body, and soul. We want to age gracefully. We want to have quality of life, and yoga can be a part of that quality of life.
Absolutely. So, okay. So, I've been missing out then because I have not been aging too gracefully, got wrinkles and got all of this stuff. So, I'm missing out on the yoga. So tell us a little bit about what you do at Indigo Soul. Let me back up before you even get there. How did you even get started? I mean, I know, like you said, you're a nurse practitioner, but how did yoga interest you? You mentioned health and wellness, but how did that all get started?
Well, for me, I've pretty much since late high school, college, I've been into like health and wellness. I'm not going to give my young age or anything like that, but I've been in health and wellness. And after undergrad, I started getting into running a little bit more. And my husband and I got married in 2010.
Get it right.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm here on the podcast. When was COVID, y'all? When was COVID? In 2019? That was year 10.
2020.
2020. Oh my gosh. Yes. So that was year 10, y'all. See, he knows I love him. Honey, if you watch, I love you. You're amazing. Thanks for providing for our
family. You're good.
Okay, so August will be 15 years. So we got married in 2010, right? 2009. No, 2010. We got married in 2010. I relocated to Henry County, and I was really getting bigger, like more involved with running. I joined BGR. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. Local running club.
I don't.
And from there, I started like lifting weights, and I got really big into CrossFit. So I was really big into CrossFit.
Okay.
I was running half marathons. I've run an ultra marathon before, and I really identified like with my physical strength and abilities. But during a marathon, Silver Comet Marathon, I tore my hamstring.
Okay.
I couldn't do CrossFit. I couldn't run. I couldn't do a lot of like physical things, and that really affected me physically and mentally. I kind of declined with my overall mental health. And my doctor was saying that you have a couple options, right? You can try physical therapy, you can try yoga. If those things don't work, you might have to have surgery. And surgery was something that I do not want. I know that I can
Right.
heal myself. The Lord above can heal me. We work together in the thing.
Amen.
And yes, right? God is good. And so I began to kind of find my way into yoga. I had done a little bit of yoga in undergrad, and I had practiced here and there. But when I got injured was when I really became more informed about the yoga practice. And I took some classes at LA Fitness. And from there, there was a studio in Henry County. I won't give the name of it, but it's no longer open. And I took a class there, and it was not the right fit for me. And so from there, I began to kind of broaden my horizons as far as what the options were. And I found a studio in Decatur. So I drove from McDonough to Decatur 2 to 3 days a week for yoga. Do I regret it? No. Was it worth the drive every time? Yes. Did I have to have surgery on my torn hamstring? No. Yoga and the Lord healed my body, and I wanted to share that with others. So as I started feeling better and learned more about yoga beyond just the physical, like I said, I wanted to share that with other people. And on the South Side, what I wanted to offer was not available. So it just kind of from there.
Wow. I mean, Stephanie, I never knew that backstory. So I'm glad you told that, because like you said, from, holistically your entire body, having yoga, and also the good Lord, as we know, helped you to get over some hurdles. And so with that, like, how do you, what kind of customers are you seeing right now at the studio? Like, are people, are they using yoga from a stress relief standpoint? Are they using it from a body healing? What kind of customers are you seeing at this point?
Oh my gosh. It's a variety. Some people come in for stress reduction, to help with their sleep patterns, to incorporate as far as their mental health. Some people come for reduction of like physiological stress, not just mental stress, wanting to stretch their bodies, find some relief of pain and discomfort. I don't know about your healthcare provider, but quite a few physicians, physician assistants, nurses, nurse practitioners, so forth, are recommending yoga. Chiropractors are recommending yoga to help their patients. There's so much data out there that shows that yoga has been helpful. Blood pressure, difficulty with sleep patterns, pain control. The data supports it. So it's up to us to open our minds to something different. People also come for strength, like doing a lot of like body weight exercises. We don't always have to lift heavy weights to get stronger. Our body can help us. As we mature, we want to mature. That's we want to keep living, right? We want to live.
That's right.
So as we mature, our ability to burn calories as fast declines, right? Maybe you don't know that, but now you
absolutely. Yep.
Our muscle mass decreases. Like, you'll be so surprised how we can have muscle atrophy. What's that saying, Lincoln? If you don't use it, you lose it. People think it's a cliche. Particularly as people are getting closer to retirement, they're not as active. Friends are passing on. They're not going out to their everyday activities that they used to do. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm having these aches and pains in my hips and my knees and my hands and my joints and my back hurts. And
that's right. That's right.
And you can't get back up. One of our students, she wrote she wanted to do a Google review for us, but she doesn't have like a Google email. So she wrote
Gmail
of what her experience was. She's over 70, and her doctor recommended her to try yoga. She could not get on the floor and get back up, which we take for granted. Like, you think, oh, I'm going to always be able to get up and get going. Now she's so much more mobile than she was before. Back pain's gone, hip pain's gone. This is her lived experience. I'm not.
That's right.
Right. So.
Right. Yeah. No, I was just going to say I'm blown away by it. I mean, I know, like I said, I've seeing yoga, I've tried yoga in certain. I have not come to Indigo Soul Studio, which is, okay, that's bad on me. Okay, so I know I have to get to Indigo Soul. So all right, I'm just gonna get this out there. So are guys really coming to Indigo Soul?
So we have a few gentlemen that come. Some of them come
Okay,
with their wives or their partners. Some come by themselves.
okay,
And
okay.
here in the States, in the West, due to the commercialization and marketing of yoga, usually there's a certain demographic that you see practicing yoga. It's
Right.
thin, tall women in a higher socioeconomic class. That's
Mm,
not
yeah.
the baseline of yoga. If you do some historical context, some research, yoga was initially mainly practiced by men.
Wow.
But you
Okay.
don't know that now. You don't know that. But
That's
yes,
right.
they come to a variety of classes. Our gentle yoga class, our chair yoga class, restorative flow. They come to power yoga, where the heat that we have infrared heaters, where it's 99, 100 degrees. People enjoy that. We have hot yoga. Yes, we have hot yoga. Some people
Okay.
like warm where it's like 85, 87, so it's not as hot. Some people come. We have a class called restorative yoga, and either you love it or you don't. The
Okay.
purpose of
So
restorative yoga is to relax and restore your mind and body. Right? We don't
mm,
do very many poses. They have these big pillows called bolsters, 2 or 3 blankets, an eye pillow or an eye mask. The lights are down low, very soft music. The whole purpose of the class is to let your mind and body relax and restore and heal. We're in the
wow.
space here in the States where it's go, 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 checking that to-do list, all the
That's
things.
right.
And it's the hustle mindset. We got to hustle, we got to go, we got to get it done, we have to be on the move. And when people speak of rest, it's like, I don't have time for that. Another cliche saying, I'll sleep when I'm dead. That is the worst thing you ever do for
I
yourself.
know. I know. I know. That's right. It's so Stephanie, you said two things. Okay, you said hot yoga. All right. You talk about heat. Okay, so hot yoga. Then you talk about pillows with blankets and the lights down low. Okay, okay. First thing, okay, my palms sweat, right? You probably can't see it, on there, but my palms, they literally, I'm no joke. It's called hyperhidrosis. You literally drip sweat, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm in hot yoga, I mean, you really don't want a puddle of water on your studio floor. I mean, because I will wet the place up, right?
Lincoln, I hate to cut you off, but I want to speak to that. It's okay if
Okay,
you
go ahead.
let it out. It's okay. You sweat it on out. What will be
Okay,
helpful is to have a quality yoga mat. And this is not me trying to sell you anything. This is
right.
information.
No.
You can get a yoga
Okay,
mat from $5 to $180 plus tax or more in shipping. You want a quality
okay,
yoga mat that's going to support your body. If you're taking a heated yoga class, you don't want to be slipping and sliding on the mat. A $5 mat, you're
right,
going to be slipping and sliding. It's going to be super
right.
thin. Your hands are going to hurt. Your knees are going to hurt. Quality yoga mat, that's one thing. A yoga towel
Okay.
will help to absorb some of the sweat. And at ISY, we believe in cleanliness and sanitation. There are 30-minute
Yes.
space blocks between our classes so that we can thoroughly clean the practice space, right? So at our
Right.
studio, we sweep and Swiffer between every class. All of the props are sanitized after every use. Our blankets that we utilize for restorative yoga are washed after every use. Our eye pillowcases are washed. Um, Let me think. The bolster covers are washed. We believe in sanitation. So,
Love it. Look, Stephanie. No, seriously. I definitely have to take you up on this because just you sharing like, okay, between the hot yoga and the different services that you offer, and also just the relaxation piece. That's something that I think, like you said, a lot of people, a lot of us are. We're just continuing to go, and we never slow down. And then having the opportunity to really just slow down and bring that level of stress down. It's really good. I was talking to somebody just today about mental health and mental wellness, and the stress that we are under every day. And this is something that I think a lot of people really underestimate the power of what yoga can do, and also slowing down and just being relaxed. Now I will tell you this one caveat. We'll tell you this: if I do come in for that yoga class, I will be going to sleep. So you got to give me. So you may have to extend that class for an hour, because give me another 30 minutes to wake up. But it's
And
going
that's
to be good.
cool. So restorative yoga is an hour, so you can rest
Okay,
or
perfect.
you fall asleep in that class. The restorative yoga, the purpose is not for you to go to sleep, but if you fall
Okay,
asleep, that's what your body needed, right?
gotcha.
Body
Yes, yes,
tells you what it needs every day. But if
yes.
we chooses not to listen, that's some self-reflection there. And that's another principle
That's true.
in yoga. It's called spadhyaya. It means self-study. When
Okay.
people think of yoga, it's immediately poses, breath work, and meditation. Like those are the three
Mm,
things people think of. But we're doing
right.
a series on our social media right now. It's called You Didn't Even Know You Were Doing Yoga. So last week we shared about cleanliness. So cleaning your
Mm,
home, personal cleanliness, decluttering, organization, that is yoga. Honesty
wow.
is yoga. Non-stealing, that is yoga.
Mm,
Contentment, which here in the States is so hard for people to
yes,
find contentment. That's
that's
yoga.
right.
Self-study,
Wow.
the self-reflection, that is yoga. So
Wow.
you're
See,
doing yoga and you didn't even know it.
didn't even know it. So Stephanie, you've been teaching me and sharing, so much information. I mean, I am so appreciative of you, and what you're doing at your studio. So I want you to tell people, where I know where you are exactly located, how they can get in contact with you, and what do they need to do if they want to sign up for one of your classes.
Okay, sure. So we're located at 4942 Bill Gardner Parkway, Locust Grove, Georgia. Zip code is 30248. We're in the Ingalls Shopping Center. We're in between the Edward Jones Financial Planning Office and the Koji Japanese Restaurant. So you can find us there for in-studio classes. If you're a person that's super busy and you want to come into class, but you're like, I just can't make it in, we offer live stream classes, meaning how you can see me and we're talking right now, Lincoln, in our live
Right.
experience. It's a two-way video. You can see the teacher can see you if you have your video on, and you can receive
Have to have the
tailored
video.
instruction and feedback. So it's not like a recorded
Perfect.
class. It's actually an interactive experience, which people really
That
seem
is
to.
perfect.
We've had people join from Africa. We've had people join from
Wow.
the UK, California, New Orleans, New York, like
Wow.
all over. And it's been a really awesome experience to have people join from different locations. As far as our social media, Indigo Soul Yoga on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're going to ramp up our TikTok. It's kind of light right now. We're going to ramp up our TikTok.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hello at indigosoulyoga.com. Our phone number, you can send a text 470-332-9409. And as far as taking classes, we have a new client special where you receive 3 weeks of unlimited classes for $57. So you can take every single class
Wow.
day for 3 weeks if you wanted to for $57. And if
Wow.
you start a yoga mat, we have that for you as well. Like the 3 weeks in the mat is $87. We have memberships. I don't know if this is going to be available before Mother's Day, but if it is, we're having
Yeah.
a Mother's Day special, 5-class pack for $75. So you can treat yourself or treat a
Oh,
special
nah.
mother in your life. Moms are busy, so 5 classes, they can use over the course of 3 months. So maybe mom comes
Yes.
in next week. It's been kind of busy. She can come back in 2 or 3 weeks and she get her 5 classes. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. I love it. I want, this is what I want, guys. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're watching this podcast, go to Indigo Soul, contact Stephanie Epps, get your yoga on. This is it. And for the guys, okay, for the guys, look, like she mentioned, Mother's Day is coming up. Your mom, your wives are gonna need something. They need to relax. They need to get in that studio, and they need to really just breathe and leave the kids at home. You take care of the kids. Send them to Stephanie at Indigo Soul in Locust Grove, and then everything will work out perfectly for you. All right. So Stephanie, I am so happy that I was able to get you on the podcast because one, you are such a great person. Two, your business is phenomenal. And three, you guys are just great friends, and just really appreciate what you're doing with your business, because in like you said, on the South Side, we didn't have anything that was quality, and you having to go all the way to Decatur. So I'm glad that you brought this with your business, and I'm glad that you were on the podcast today to really just tell everybody more about Indigo Soul and what you do. It was a blast. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, you take care and have a great day.
Thank you.